Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This video is about Nick Avacado, and a lot of people have heard about Nick Avacado. He is a famous mukbanger who made his fame, his money off of mukbangs. He's one of the original mukbang YouTubers out there. And one of the unique things about this mukbanger or YouTuber is that he started out as a vegan. And I'm talking about like he actually was very thin, to the point you wouldn't even think that he would even gain as much weight as he gained over the course of 6 years. Okay. Nick Avocado he's very eccentric. He's fun to look at, in my opinion. I mean, he's got a sense of humor that probably, would bring enlightenment to somebody that was, overweight person who's trying to lose weight, or just said, I'm not trying to do anything. I'm just going to be happy with myself. So he kind of puts that type of vibe out there. But at the same time, he also puts out the vibe it's very dangerous to eat as much as he consumed. And I'm talking about like mounds and mounds of food, to the point where you question, is it possible for one human being to consume that much food? Now, what the interesting storyline behind this is that he went MIA for I guess, allegedly 2 years. However, my research and along with a lot of uh, content creators have found that he uploaded as recently as 7 months ago. Okay. Now, with this 7-month video that he uploaded, it does state that he said that he lost 89 pounds at that point. Now, I'm not to say that that's not a possibility. It could have been at that point. But however, fast forward to September 2024, he went back online out of nowhere, out of this hiatus, as this thin Nick Avocado, who apparently lost over 250 pounds. And it just took everybody by surprise. And at first you thought, okay, this has got to be an old upload when he previously used to do his mukbangs before he gained these hundreds of pounds that he gained. But then you go back to his original channel, you'll see that it's him, but it's not the person that he uploaded in September. Okay. And what the difference is too, he actually looks like he's a little bit thinner than when he started out. Now, many question, well, how in the hell is that possible for him to lose that amount of weight in such a short period of time? Now, it is very possible to lose 250 pounds in 2 years. However, 250 pounds in about 7 months, or to make that much of a transformation. And I'm not just talking about the weight loss, I'm talking about the skin transformation, loose skin, all that. It is possible, but at the same time, it's also possible for somebody to put on a fat suit, a fat prosthetic suit, and maybe in between filming or in between uploads, and maybe put on that fat suit while you're losing that weight. So when you make that reveal, it's going to be like, oh my gosh, I've always been 2 steps ahead. Okay. As he quoted, he's always 2 steps ahead. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't have nothing against Nick Avocado. This is just simply my reaction video, because exactly what he wanted people to do. He wanted people to take this social experiment that he's done and run with it or do whatever it is that you feel possible. Somehow he feels that he is maybe the social media god at this point, and he may be to certain to a certain degree because he came out of nowhere and slapped everybody with all this weight loss, which in my personal opinion I think is very good, and I think it's very healthy that he did, if it is true that if he did lose his weight. But however, I think it's unhealthy to somebody who may be experiencing the same amount of weight loss or the weight transformation, but not getting the same results as Nick Avocado claims he did. It might be disappointing to them, or it might just be something that that they might be embarrassed to talk about. But then they got this YouTuber content creator who is kind of pushing it in their face. Hey, I did it. What's wrong with you doing it? On that aspect, but this is just my opinion. But what I do have to bring up, and since we are in the day and age of revealing and everything's coming to light and the truth, to me, it makes no difference if Nick Avocado was a Hollywood actor or a content creator, YouTube creator, because he's still famous. He's still putting his content out there, and he's still in the spotlight. Now, a lot of people probably are not aware that Nick Avocado is allegedly a theatrical performer, or actually he received some type of accolades as being a theater, I would say in the theatrics, okay? And I do believe musical, I did see him on a few videos where he does do musical instruments, and he's into the theater. Now, allegedly. So with him having this theatrical background, and you can see all throughout his videos how dramatic and over dramatic he is. And some of it's funny and some of it's just silly and some of it's just stupid. Okay. So with that being said, it could have just all been just a huge production. In my opinion, I feel that maybe he did add a little bit more than, than we think that he did. Like maybe he did put on a fat suit a few times. It made it look like he did gain that much amount of weight. And in the meantime, while he was losing the actual weight that he did gain, when he made that reveal, it made it even look even more, just outstanding, like, ooh, that what he wanted. And he made the quote, he's always 2 steps ahead. So that makes you think. But again, it's just my opinion and just my reaction to this video. There's been dozens of breakdowns of how Nick may have lost the weight or how he did it, but this is my own interpretation of it, just by observing how Hollywood acts, and YouTube content creators are no different. Like I said, a dollar is a dollar, and a contract is a contract, whatever it does to get your distraction. Okay. Also, the look on his face when he did this reveal is uncanny. It's almost like it's evil. Like, it kind of reminds me of Dr. Evil. And it's almost like he's been waiting for this. And I'm sorry, but if your last upload was 7 months ago, and it may have been a prior video, and then you shock us with this, it's going to make, you're going to have some naysayers out there, Nick, which I'm pretty sure that's what you wanted. And I think that's what you expected or you wouldn't have done it. But you know what? It's all fun and game as far as like if you want to get the attention, like you've been getting attention throughout, your YouTube history with the eccentric behavior, with the mukbangs and the outlandish behavior, you always gain that attention. But now this attention's on a whole different level. Okay. But I think it's time probably for that reign to step down. I think you're over and done. I don't think any video that you're going to make after this is going to count, because now you've proven your point. You've proven your social experience experiment that you've already said you've already done, and it's one of the greatest ones that you put out there. Maybe the greatest social media experience or experiment ever on YouTube. And I can vouch for that because I have not seen anybody pull it off like the way you did. But it does take people like me to kind of pick that apart and figure out, hey, this is what really happened. This is what you really did. And Nick, I really think that, yes, you did gain the weight. It's obvious. And then your husband also gained weight too. So that made it even more believable. You sit there and eat all those pounds of food at one sitting. Of course, anybody's going to gain weight. But at the same time, no human being can consume that amount of food at one sitting without exploding. I mean, it's a gluttony, and it's also, I don't see it happening. I mean, I see people do mukbangs, but of course they do editing. Everybody knows that. But getting back to how you pulled this off, I really believe that in between time, you did wear some type of prosthetic suit. It's been proven, it's been shown that it's a very possibility for you to do it, and you have the means, and I'm pretty sure you definitely have the money to do it, because you are a millionaire from your YouTube content. So let's go ahead and cross that out, okay? So when you did get to the point where you were at your goal, or where you could do your reveal, made it more shocking. So yes, I believe, and this is allegedly, we put that out there, this is my opinion, that you wore a fat suit in between the time that you were actually losing weight. Hey, it is what it is. You still did it, right? You still made that social experiment, and you did it. So, kudos to you. You did it. But this channel is definitely picking everything apart when it comes to revealing the truth. And that's what I did to you, Mr. Avocado. So with that, thank you for your content. Thank you for this experiment that you put up on us. And thank you for watching.
Having lost 250 pounds off of my body. Yet just yesterday, people were calling me fat and sick and boring and irrelevant. People are the most messed up creatures on the entire planet. And yet I've still managed to stay 2 steps ahead of everyone. The joke's on you.